Hi everybody, Katie Code Webs here, and I'm back with another live demonstration of functions and going over how functions are supposed to behave and how we as developers how we write them. So let's take a look at this. The first function that we wrote here, we called it calculate age, and within calculate age we passed in birth year. Birth year um, birth year did a return. It had the return method, and we took the current year and we did minus birth year. So once we passed then these years, once we were able to find out the variable was that held the values age John, age Mike, and age Paul showed up like this. So let's take a look at this so we can see the output. 28, 70, and 49. Now, the focus is we wanted to try to write a more versatile function, a function that has more involved. So let's write a function for retirement age. So we would write function years, we have to name it, years until retirement. Remember that camel casing. And what we want to pass in here, we want to pass in two values, year and first name. This is going to be the person's name. So now we need our curly braces, and inside we have to identify some new variables. So we have to first identify age, which we had before as calculate age. Right here, we don't have to rewrite it. And then what will we pass in here? Year. Now we want to find the new variable, which is retirement age. So the current retirement age, I think, is 62. I think minus age. And now we're going to run this through the console. What are we going to run through the console? We're going to run first name. We're going to pass in first name, use concatenation, retires, and we're going to concatenate that with the retirement actual value. So plus years. It's a string. Hopefully we don't have any errors. And we're going to call, what do we have to call here? We have to actually, we started off with, we declared years until retirement, so now we have to call years until retirement. And the years we're going to put in, 1999 and Jane. Let's see what happens. First name was Jane. Let's run this. Save it. Jane retires in 43 years. So let's go back over it. First, we created a function and we called it years until retirement. We created two parameters, arguments for that function, year and first name, which we later utilized down here, 1999 and Jane. So we had to create a variable to calculate the year, and then we had to create another variable to calculate the retirement age with age, right? So we created a new variable called retirement, and that connected to the current retirement year, even if maybe it's 65, right? And then what we would do is we ran that whole entire function through the console. So let's take a look. I really should know the retirement age. Oh, so 46 years. Hopefully you guys found that helpful. this function. Take notice of the form. That's very important. Take notice of the form. Notice how it's declared. Notice how it's called. Notice what goes inside of it.